Hello and welcome to another episode of Women in Power. Today is beyond exciting for me. I am standing in the City Walk, which is an outdoor mall. I don't know if you can tell right now, but I'm in Dubai. Today I have been on a quest to seek women in power around the world on my global world tour. And I have found my very first woman in power in Dubai. Her name is Sara Al Madani, and she is such an extraordinary woman. I have done my research. I've looked at her on Instagram. She came referred to me by someone else, and the more I understand this woman and hear her speak, she's a public speaker. She's also an honorary doctor. I'll ask her about that inside when I finally meet her. She's really big on women empowerment. She just couldn't line up more perfect. The way her views and how she believes about leadership is so on point to what I believe and what I think, and she fascinates me. She's a serial entrepreneur. She's got a fashion line. She's introduced us to the people here in Dubai, so I'm interested to see how she became a woman in power and what her advice is for not only the women of Dubai, but the women of the world, and how are we similar? She has been generous enough with her time to allow me to come in and ask her freely any question that I wanted to ask. Without further ado, let's go meet this fabulous woman. I cannot wait, and I am so excited. Thank you so much for being on the show. No, that's my line. Look how gorgeous she is. I cannot believe this. You were actually my first international guest on Women in Power. I'm on a global search for all women in power, and this is my first in Dubai and my first of the world tour. So I'm honored, and I appreciate your time. So
we're gonna have so much fun.
I can't wait.
We have a lot to talk about.
Where are we gonna go?
There.
Oh, okay. First off, she has a fashion line. Let's get that out of the way right now. And her clothes will be presented in this store. What's the name of this store?
1422. It's City Walk too. Yeah.
Okay. And she also gifted me the most gorgeous dress last night. Thank you so much.
You look beautiful, and I'm made for you, like gloves.
See? Genius. Okay, so before I came in, I was telling them how I found you, and it's social media is so brilliant for that because I found you on Instagram and how much I love what you're doing. But I took your profile, your profile, and one of the top things that you say is woman in black. Yes. What is the concept behind woman in black?
So you know how in so many cultures black is considered like a sad color for
like mourning,
like mourning and all that. To me, black is a very happy color, baby.
I love it. Everyone looks good in black.
I know. It makes you look happy. It can make you look sad. It can make you look so many different things, and it's mysterious. Yeah. And I believe that my personality is very mysterious. Mm-hmm. So I like that. I like the lady in black.
Yeah. Do you go for mystery? Like, do you seek to? So, are you not as not transparent, but are you secretive in your life a little bit?
I'm transparent, 100%. Like what you see is what you get, and especially with my emotions or what I think and all that, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Yeah. But I'm very creative. The way I think is very mysterious. Like I don't know how to explain it, but I'm also, my star sign is a cusp between Capricorn and Aquarius, and we're called the mystery sign. So.
Because you have a mysterious air to you.
Mischievous.
And not only that, mischievous. I met you yesterday, and something that struck out to me immediately, which I loved. Yeah. I analyze everybody, and one thing you said, I was like, oh my God, I love her. You were wearing these boots. We can show them. And they're unzipped. And she said, yes, I wear them unzipped because I don't like to be controlled. Yeah. And I went, wow. Tell me about that.
I feel like I don't like to be restricted. Not in a bad way. It's not like I'm out of control and I don't want to be controlled, but I don't like borders, and I don't believe in a box. I believe there is no box. I'm always thinking out of that box. I like being free.
Me too.
So when I zip my boots, I feel like I'm restricted, like someone's controlling me.
Wow.
So I unzip my boots.
I love that.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel that in your quest to go outside and to live outside of the box, that there is still a line that you can't cross?
Yes, because the thing is, look, to me, freedom is doing whatever I want as long as I don't hurt or bother anybody.
Right.
So if what I'm doing is hurting or bothering somebody, to me, that is not freedom.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't think that I'm restricted when it comes to how I am or how free I want to be when it comes to being outside the box. But I know my limits because it's good to have limits. It's good to be disciplined with yourself.
Yeah.
And it's good to say, I'm not that person. Therefore, I'm not doing that.
Right.
You know, and I would die if I fit in somewhere. I like to stand out.
Yeah.
And I love being different.
Yeah.
So
you don't mind if you go to a party and you're overdressed and everyone's casual, or vice versa?
I don't care. I'm happy. And I'm actually writing a book called The Mango Tree.
Okay.
And a lot of people say, why is it called The Mango Tree? It's because, this is my philosophy of life. I am a mango tree. Therefore, I don't need to tell people I'm a mango tree. So that means I don't need to work hard to show people that I'm good, that I'm kind, that I'm nice. A mango tree is a mango tree.
It is what it is, what it is, what it is.
I am who I am, so it's obvious. I don't need to work hard to prove that.
Yeah.
So I always tell people, be a mango tree. And another philosophy of life is that as a mango tree, I want people who love mangoes only to come to me, not people who love apples and other fruits. So it's okay if people don't like you when you meet them, and you don't have to work hard to make them like you. Some will, some won't. You just want the ones that fit within who you are.
There's 7 billion people on the planet.
Exactly.
Why are you trying to please everybody?
Exactly. Yeah. So,
but you really don't seek to be liked ever?
No, I want. The thing is, my people tell me, Sarah, what do you want to get through, like, whatever you do in life, what do you want to be? What are you doing? And I always say, I don't want to be forgotten.
Oh,
yeah.
Love
So
that.
whatever I do, I don't want to be forgotten. That's why whatever I do, I give it 100%, and I do it from the heart. So I feel like when I do that, you're automatically loved. And for those who don't love you, I don't need to put an effort to make them love me, because it's obvious I am who I am, and it's obvious my energy and my aura is. A good person is a good person. The minute they walk in, you can tell. Yeah. They don't need to put an effort and come and tell you, hey, I'm good, I'm nice, and I'll do whatever.
Right.
You don't have to
You don't have to do that.
No.
Now, I'm not really known in this town, but the little bit that I've made it out and the people that I have dropped your name to, they like you and they know you.
Yeah.
Do you have anyone that doesn't like you? Like, do people just not get Sara from the moment?
The thing is, yes, because I'm not a typical like Arab girl. You know what I mean?
No.
No, I'm.
What is a typical Arab girl? Walk me through that.
Like some women, like not a typical. Like for example, when I do things, I do them in a completely different way. It's not. I'm not saying the Arab women are like they're a type of people and they look like that and they act like that. No, but the typical woman is a woman that's a bit conservative when it comes to how she thinks or how she acts. I'm not. I'm loud.
You say what comes out.
I say, I'm loud, I don't care, and but I make sure I never hurt anybody.
Yeah.
So when you look at me and you sit with me, you would know, oh my God, she's a rebel. You know, she's not.
Look at your shoes. You're a rebel.
Yeah, the shoes, the way I dress, the way, like, I'll give you an example, which is very funny because I'm a designer. I design my traditional wear, but in a very avant-garde way. So people, when they meet me, they always see me wearing one piece. So they go like, so do you only have one piece in your cupboard? Let's hear it. And do you at least wash it? And I go like, no, I have 10 pieces of the same design because I don't need so many things to make me shine. I have my personality and I have my brain. Wow. And wherever I go, that attracts people. So sometimes I wear less, I do less because I want people to notice me for who I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. But people want to know, how can they arrive at the point in their life where they know who they are? They know, oh, I'm a mango tree, because some people walk through life and they don't know. And they don't feel confident enough. Where did that come from? How do you know who you are? How do you?
I think, good question. I think pain failure, hurt, you know? So when people go through these three things, they have two choices. They either beat you or teach you.
Yeah.
You want to dwell in sorrow and sadness? Go ahead. You live once. Don't act like you're going to come back and fix it, you know? But if you understand and you realize that, okay, whatever happened would happen. I need to move on. I need to do something. I need to change things. And I've been hurt so much in my life before that I realized instead of being a female version or another version of whoever hurt me, whether it's a man or a woman or anything, or even a situation, I'm going to be better because this world needs better. This world needs kindness. You know, people need that. And every time someone took something away from me, I gave more of it. Every time.
Were you tempted though in that moment to withdraw and retreat? Just even tempted?
Not even once.
Okay.
Because we can play the blame game where we go like, hey, it was her fault, his fault. They're bad. Okay, and then why don't you look at where you went wrong? Because it takes two to clap.
Absolutely.
And if you focus on you and forget at what people did and who they are and trying to analyze or fix them and focus on yourself, you realize, okay, I did this and this is why it went wrong.
And then you can take control of your own destiny and create it, and it's not in somebody else's hands.
Exactly.
And so, are your mother and father like this? Were you raised with this philosophy?
No. We were raised to be kind and good and all that. But I think that helped as well. And my parents are not like a mom and dad to me. They're like friends. So that also helped me a lot to understand that although there are boundaries, there's still tolerance, love, and friendship. But I think what really made me like that is everything I went through in my life.
So are you comfortable saying, like, what was your biggest challenge or difficult thing that you had to overcome?
Well, there are three things. One was something that happened in business a couple of years ago.
Betrayal?
Betrayal.
A betrayal. Of a really good friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I've been there, yeah, of course.
Betrayal of a very good friend. And, you know, the money was gone. I was bankrupt. Completely from zero.
It always has to do with money, yes.
But the thing is, you know what hurts the most? Yeah, we all need money. We all work to make money. Money is a necessity, but not a priority. Yeah? So when it happened, what hurt me the most was the friendship part.
Right. Oh, of course.
Yeah. Not
of course. Of course.
Money comes and goes.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's the betrayal. It's betrayal after trust.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. And like the other two things that happened were like similar things from close people in my life that put me through a lot of hardship. And when I came out of it, I was like, I don't want to be like them. I don't want to be bitter, because if I become a bitter person, or I become another version of them, they won. And I
think the same thing.
Yeah.
They cannot win.
They cannot win.
They cannot win.
Yes.
They cannot
100%.
win. That's why I have to find the other outlet where I can flourish and prosper.
100%.
Sometimes I do it in the moment out of complete spite, like this is why. But then once I get immersed into this other area, there's so much heart and soul in that, then that's like I completely don't care. That might have been the impetus and the fuel that got me to think creatively and to go in that route, but that's not what keeps me fueled once I'm there. And then I don't care. That is
100%.
awesome.
No, because think about it. Let's say they took your money or whatever, they betrayed you as friends. But in the end, if they take away
they can't take away your courage, your honor, your dignity. People ask me all the time, what would you do if they took away all your money? I said, take it. I have me. I have my courage, my honor, my dignity, my respect, my tenacity, my discipline. All I can say is, I'm going to get it a lot faster than it took me the first time. Hey!
I like that. It's true. Watch me make it all over again.
A whole lot faster, because nothing can stop me.
100%. And you know what? I always tell women that go through betrayal with relationships. They go like, I'm never going to love again.
Yes,
I'm
I've heard it.
trust again. You know what? I'm not going to be nice to men again. And you sit there and you go like, oh my God, you sound just like him. Congratulations, you won. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
So never. No way.
Oh, I love that. Okay, back to your Instagram profile.
All right.
It says, how could I even get past the very first Dr. Sara Al Madani. Said it right.
Yeah.
A doctor. So can you tell me about the doctor?
You know, it was so funny because so it's an honorary PhD for women empowerment and leadership.
Wow.
So, and then when I got it, I didn't understand the whole thing because I'm like in my own bubble, you know?
Me too.
Yeah, so they're
Me
like,
too.
they called me from the university. They're like, why aren't you using your title? I'm like, what title? They're like, you're a doctor now. I was like, I am? So
You were awarded the award and you didn't even realize.
So 3 months later, I'm like, okay. And I'm like sitting on Instagram with my team and I'm like, should I change it to doctor? Like, yeah. I was like, oh no, I don't want people to think like I'm trying to show off. They're like, you earned it.
That's right.
Go for it. And
You
this is what
earned
women do to themselves.
Right.
We don't feel like we deserve it.
Yes. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Do you know why?
It's culture. It's
because it's in America
world.
too.
It's in a man's world. It's a man's world.
It's a man's world.
Yeah.
Do you think?
You feel like once a woman is there, she doesn't deserve it. You know.
Wow.
But I was like, you know what? The minute my mind thought of that thought, I shut my mouth. I shut my mind up. I'm like, I'm not listening to that voice. I'm putting it because I deserve it. So it's okay sometimes to fall back because you're human and to say like, and to feel weak. But the minute you feel that or hear yourself saying that, stop yourself right away. Have a conversation with yourself and fix it on the spot. And I told myself, like, no, you will change everything. Go to LinkedIn. Go to every single social media. Write doctor. You deserve it. So why not?
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that you did that. That's such a powerful lesson for us to have.
100%.
You know. Yeah. So the university gave it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and so yeah. Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So yeah, like what did you do to earn the women empowerment? I'm interested in that. Why do you want to empower women or expose women of power?
All right. So I hate
the term empowerment. I've heard you and I understand that 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
That's why I call the show Women in Power.
In power, yes.
In power.
Exactly.
And how to really own that. And I'll tell you, you know how you just said you didn't want to say doctor? When I came up with the show Women in Power, I was like, that is so cheesy. I don't want to say women in power. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
Because I felt like, oh, I don't want to say that. And I had the same thing that you went through where I was like, no, we are women in power. Why can't we say we're women in power?
Exactly. I get you. That's the same feeling. 100%.
So, okay, so why are you an advocate for women?
Because the thing is, why do men do it and women don't? Whatever it is in life. It's because a man knows he can, a woman doesn't. So don't empower a woman. It's not like she's weak.
Right.
Don't come to her and like, to me, what is empowerment is giving the resources. If you give someone the resources and everything and make it easy, once they fall down, they'll come back looking for you. Because
they haven't figured it out.
They haven't figured it out.
Right.
So you kill something in a woman when you empower her.
Oh, wow.
Show her she can and she will. That's what I believe in. Inspire her. Show her she can and she will. Women are strong. They give birth. They take care of households. They do everything. They're the best in finance because they run the house. So to me, women are powerful. Don't empower me. Inspire me. Tell me and show me that I can and I will. That's it.
Do you think the women here in Dubai have the same opportunities though as men?
Yes. Now, oh my God, it's scary to be a man in Dubai now because women are taking over.
What?
Our leaders and our sheikhs and our leaders they've sat women in every high position in the country.
Why?
Ministers, CEOs, board members.
Wow.
Because they want to show women that they can do it. They're the future.
Okay, why? That's okay.
Yeah.
Let's just back up for a second. I mean, I'm embarrassed to say this, but I'm just going to be honest. Like the propaganda, and it's probably my fault for not doing my own research, but coming from America where I am a bit sheltered, I'm not surrounded by all these countries around me. I'm surrounded by more American states.
Yeah.
So in that sense, I'm a little ignorant, but the propaganda that I was led to believe is that I never wanted to come to Dubai because I thought I was going to be not mistreated, like no one was going to hurt me, but disrespected as a woman. And I was like, oh, I really don't want to go there. I don't want them to just like ignore, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I've come here now, and now you tell me the men put the women in these positions, or at least gave them the opportunity to earn their right to be in that position. Every man that I have met here, it hasn't been many, but everyone that I have met has been extremely respectful of me. They have opened their arms to me. They have opened their homes to meet their family. Like it's like it's almost weird, but in a really good way, because I feel so home-like and I feel safe. I feel very safe. I thought the streets of Dubai were going to be dangerous. I was worried that maybe my kids were going to get kidnapped, and I don't know whether I'm lumping all of the Middle East into like what I heard in one thing to everybody, which again could be my fault. But I haven't found that to be the case, and I'm blown away by my experience right now and by what you're telling me.
Yeah, so the thing is, I've heard that a lot, you know? And I do a lot of government visits to the US, and every time I sit down with people there that have never came to this part of the world, they go like, oh, so do you have oil barrels at home? Do you shower in gold tubs and all that? And my answer is, are you guys like The Simpsons?
You like The Simpsons.
So I was like, no. And I don't blame you, because the media has portrayed an image of us that is very wrong.
Okay.
But only the curious ones, they came to found out that this is all wrong. Like whatever has been marketed, said, heard of is completely wrong.
Yeah.
In our culture, like kindness, welcoming, loving, hospitality, tolerance. This is in our, not only our culture and our religion as well. So whether you are Arab or not, whatever religion you come from, we are forced by our religion and our culture to respect you. Because this is between you and who God. You know? Not my business.
Right.
But you are my business. How you are as a person. I can choose whether I want to be around you or not based on how you act and your manners. But what you believe in, how you personally live your life, that's your personal choice.
Right.
And here, I mean, the UAE is so diverse. The population is, I think, 9 million, and they're all expats, and the locals are around, like, I think 1 point something. So we're a minority, and we love being surrounded by expats. And our leaders said that in the news so many times to all the expats who live here. They told them, you are...
What is this word you're saying?
Expats. So
what does that mean?
People who are not from the country, but they live here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Expats.
So, expats.
Does it stand for something?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, he told our leaders and our, like, the royal families, the sheikhs, they always tell the expats that you are not from the UAE, but to us,
your family.
Are local.
Okay, you're locally. Okay.
You are local.
Okay.
A passport doesn't define you. We are all one, you know? Global citizens, basically, in the end.
Wow.
This is what our leaders taught us.
Wow.
So that's why we are very welcoming to everybody. We open our homes, our doors to everyone.
Right.
Because it's part of our culture.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't blame you, but I'm so glad you came here, and now you know that it's not true.
It's not true.
Yeah, and by the way, the UAE and Dubai is I think the second or the third safest city in the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have felt that way since I got here.
Actually, as a woman, I can walk and jog at 3 a.m. alone without a phone, and I'll be fine. This is how safe the UAE is.
Wow.
Yeah. So
what would happen to someone if they were caught doing something horrendous? Normal, like just jail? Like, what happens? I mean, is there a murder that happens here ever?
I mean, it's a country. It happens everywhere. But what happens, we have a very strong police and investigation team.
Okay.
In 48 hours, the whole case is solved.
Wow.
So, you know why? Because this is
Can you come train us?
Because this is what His Highness Sheikh Mohammed wants, like the ruler of Dubai. He wants Dubai the UAE and Dubai to be the biggest, the fastest, the best in everything.
What's the motto?
They actually use the word 10x a lot as well.
What?
Yeah. We actually have an organization called 10x in Dubai.
I know.
Yeah.
Someone told me about this.
And
do you think they've heard of Grant?
Of course.
They've heard of Grant and 10x?
Who? Don't underestimate what we know about both of you. Everyone knows you in the country. And we're very inspired.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they have something called the 10x, but what it stands for is that Dubai is 10 times faster and better than any country in the world and anything we do.
And don't you
want to be the best, and the fastest.
Look at your buildings. You have the tallest building. I mean, every time I leave my hotel, I'm looking in awe. I mean, I'm amazed. I love what you have done with the city.
It's a vision.
It is a vision. It's amazing. Wow, I'm so blown away right now. Let's talk about your serial entrepreneurialism.
Yeah.
How many businesses do you run, and how do you? I mean, I have so many questions to ask you.
Oh my God.
How do you? Wait. Okay. Before we go into that, should we just clarify how you got into the political arena?
So I'm not the political arena, but I am a
government.
So basically,
so that's this. I think that's the same in America. It's different here.
It's different here. I don't speak politics language. Politics not my thing.
Okay.
I'm not even close to that area. I don't want to.
Okay.
You know?
So then, what's government?
Basically, government is what runs the country.
Okay.
And I sit on 2 boards in the country. One is the SME Council and the Ministry of Economy.
What is SME?
SME, Small and Medium Businesses Council.
Nice.
So we make the rules, we set the standards, the benchmarks for small and medium businesses, and we support.
Wow.
And the other board I sit on is the Sharjah Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
Wow.
So that we basically are the lobby of the city of each, because the UAE is 7 emirates.
Yeah, and you're Dubai.
The SME Council is Dubai.
Okay.
Sharjah is another emirate.
Okay.
I sit on the Chamber of Commerce board. So we are the lobby for business and commerce in the city. We lobby everything.
Wow.
So it's fun. Because
Okay, but how do you do that? How did like, here you are, a little girl at some point, like now you're in the position of you're making all the rules for medium and small business owners. How do you get there?
Well, I'm honored and glad that I was elected and chosen. And we are basically in the Sharjah board. We are 18 members, all men, 2 women only. Yeah. So, and I'm the youngest. Yay! But I'm respected as if I'm the eldest. Like, I'm heard, I'm respected. Nobody treats me like I'm a kid over there. They actually take whatever I say into consideration. And this talks about the leaders' visions, like the leaders of our country. And it is a big responsibility. It teaches you a lot, and it makes you meet a lot of great people. And I'm just honored, and I'm just blessed to be in that position. But you know what? I was chosen to be on the board the minute I was backstabbed in the business. So it's like when I believe in this, God's delays are not God's denials.
Right.
So when a door is shut, a window opens.
Right.
You know, that's what I believe in. And I believe that sometimes there are people or businesses or situations in your life that are blockages. And once they leave, your life moves forward. So sometimes, don't feel sorry.
Million percent.
Don't feel bad.
$1,000,000%.
Yeah.
When I have had something like that happen, and then the bad person cuts themselves out of my life, or vice versa, I always feel like almost immediately my statistic goes straight up.
100%.
Like, and I didn't realize that was like a hold down. So it's amazing.
It's
amazing.
It's like as if I'm meant to do this, but there's a blockage, and that person leaves, the blockage is gone. Believe it or not, it affects you, and you're more focused.
Yeah.
Because, you know, to me, people say, how do you get things done? How do you make it happen? There's light everywhere, right? The sun shines everywhere.
Yeah.
But does light affect anything? No. But how do you cut diamonds? You know how they cut diamonds?
No.
They use light to cut diamonds.
Wow.
But they use laser light. So that's light all pushed into a place, focused.
Condensed. Focused.
So when you're focused and condensed, this is when you get stuff done. This is when you move.
But have you always been laser focused?
No, hell no.
Was there a specific incident that happened? Was it that pain, or was it accumulation?
Accumulation, and with time, I realized that I'm scattered. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of things done, and I'm everywhere, and I love it. And I'm social, and I love that. But then I was like, you know what? Prioritize, Sarah. What's important? Out of these 10 things, choose 3 and stick to them.
Yeah.
Once you're done, you have to
pick the next 3.
Pick the next 3.
Yes.
And I realized that once you're focused, everything works.
That's the answer that I say when I'm given that question about balance. People always want to know how I balance everything. I'm like, I never think in terms of balance. Do you?
Balance
I think
is a myth.
Me too. I'm like, I think in terms of prioritize what needs to, have the fire hydrant hose first.
Exactly.
You know?
100%.
Yeah.
If you think of things as emergencies and what would you act on first, that is your priority.
Yeah, and that's pretty much how my life runs. It's constantly in a chaotic state.
Exactly.
Like, but do I need balance? Like, I'm not, I'm not a scale.
No.
You know what I mean?
I've met so many people who preach about life-work balance, and I'm like, this is a myth. Like,
this is a myth.
People a myth. You're selling it a lie.
Because people are going to expect that they're going to get to some place and it all just works.
Yeah.
And it's all easy and everything's balanced. And nothing is ever balanced in my life.
They get depressed. I know a lot of women who are successful in their personal life and business, but they're depressed. And I go like, why? She's like, I don't have life-work balance. I'm like, oh my God, that myth they're selling you.
It's such a lie.
I'm like, are you happy? She's like, yeah. I'm like, this is balance.
Yes.
Do
you.
Exactly.
Be a freaking mango tree.
Mango tree, exactly.
Yeah.
But you know what? A lot of women come up to me and they tell me, how much time do you give your house, your family, and everything? I go like, 30% of my time. She's like, you're a bad mom. You're a bad person. I'm like, why? She's like, you should give more than 70. I'm like, who wrote that statistic?
Yeah.
A person?
Yeah.
Why am I?
Right.
What the hell? So I was like, I would give 10. I would give 20. Whatever makes me happy.
Right.
Is my balance.
Right.
And I know mothers.
Quality.
Exactly. I know mothers who spend 9 hours
and
with their
kids are psychotic.
Exactly. And they're never paying attention. They're on their phone, they're watching TV.
Yeah.
But I know mothers who work so hard and come home for an hour, but that hour is just for the kids.
Yeah.
So it's quality.
It's quality. It's 100%. Like, you know, I take the kids on the trip here.
100%.
I can't be with them right now, but we did Camel this morning.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I like about you. We were talking about it yesterday.
Yeah.
Your husband and you were saying our kids are our priority. We want to take them out.
Yeah.
So I love that.
Yeah.
Because whatever you want to do later on with work can be rescheduled.
Right.
But your kids.
But we reschedule. We schedule work pretty much first.
Yeah.
Pretty much first, and then we'll figure out how we can make them happy and be with them too. But they understand that because we've allowed them to be part of Team Cardone. Yeah. And Team Cardone does want to meet the people of the world, and this is why, and this is what we're trying to do, and this is our mission, and this, and they're all on board, so they don't feel like they're being left. They feel like, okay, if we do this and you're being okay with us being gone, that's your contribution to the family. Like, I don't have to worry about you. That's a huge contribution. That is us operating as a team, and a lot of people don't have that idea. You know, they think
this transparency and communication that you have with your kids is a missing link in a lot of families because they don't involve the kids, but then they expect the kids to understand.
Right?
How can a child understand something they don't know?
It's impossible.
Yeah. And don't underestimate their age and being kids.
That's what I say. They are incredible human beings in that body. You know, that's like one day that is an adult and a little 100%. Child, and respect that little 100%. Person. And then, you know, the people that try to get upset with a child for making a mistake, how are they supposed to know the difference at that age? Why would you do that? I don't understand. I see so many moms get upset with their child about spilling something on their dress at a birthday party. I'm like, they're a child. Let them have fun. Yeah. Stop buying them dresses if you can't afford to have a stain on a dress.
Stain on it,
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now back to the serial entrepreneurialism. How many businesses do you run?
So I run 6 and I've invested in 3.
6 businesses. We're an honorary doctor. We're on the board in the government of 2 boards. I mean, it's amazing.
Single mom.
Single mom.
Single moms can do everything, trust me. Yeah.
That's why I wrote the book, Build an Empire, How to Have It All.
Exactly.
But all comes with sacrifice. Would you agree?
Hell yeah.
1,000,000%. People don't understand they have to go through sacrifice phase. And guess what? You know what I learned now?
What?
You never get out of sacrifice phase.
No.
It transfers to a different sacrifice.
100%. You sacrifice every single day.
But you can have it all. If you're willing to sacrifice.
If you're willing.
That's right.
Some women think they can have it all without giving anything
That's
away.
Right. And that's a myth.
It's a myth.
This is fairy tale.
It's a myth.
Do you live in a fairy tale?
No. Tell me where. I'll go sign up for that
Me
place.
too. I mean, I love rainbows and unicorns just like the best of them, but I don't live in a fairy tale.
Exactly. You know, it's hard. It's blood, sweat, and tears.
It is blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
Let's repeat that.
If you're not ready, it's not for you.
How does someone get tough enough? Because I do say you have to be tough enough to take a hit and strong enough to deliver a blow. Do you agree with that?
100%.
Wow. Now, how does somebody get tough enough?
I believe there are 2 types of people.
Okay.
Especially when it comes to women.
Okay.
2 types.
I love this.
So when I always say, if there is no chair for me on the table, I'll get one. So if I don't fit in, I will, like, for example, even when I go to meetings in the governments and all that, they say, you're always sitting with a lot of men. And don't you feel left out? I'm like, no, if there's no chair for me, I'll grab my chair.
You're going to grab it.
I'll grab my chair.
Wow.
So I don't wait for people to do things for me. I'll do them myself.
Yeah.
And then you have the other type of women that wait for a chair to come to them.
Right.
So you choose who do you want to be.
Right.
And whatever choice you make in life, this is where you're going to be headed to. You know what I mean?
Yes.
All the choices you make in life, if you are the one that expects and waits for things to happen, everything in your life, you'll be like that, waiting for things to happen.
And being so disappointed because it's not going to happen.
No.
And you're going to be so disappointed.
No, hell no.
Yeah.
It's not that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your businesses, what is, I know you do fashion. Is that the one you're most passionate about, or what's the one you're most passionate about?
No, I've been doing fashion for 18 years.
Mm-hmm. How did that start? It's just in you?
I was a tomboy. It wasn't like I was a girl and I wanted to like do fashion.
It's a tomboy too.
Right, that's how I click.
I love it.
So the thing is, I didn't like want to go like, oh, I'm a girl and I want to be in fashion. No, I was like, I want to change the women wear their traditional wear because they look sad in it. And that's what I wanted to do.
Wow.
You're
such a visionary.
Yeah, I wanted to give shape. I wanted to give silhouette. I wanted to look happy. I didn't want it to look like there's something they're shying off or like that makes them look weak.
But I thought the whole purpose and what is the name of it? I thought the name means to hide.
Abaya?
Yes,
No.
Abaya. Abaya doesn't mean to hide.
No. Hell no.
I thought abaya meant to hide.
No.
I thought it was the religious or cultural.
It's cultural.
Okay, cultural.
Yeah.
So I thought it was cultural.
No.
Okay.
And a lot of people say, why do men wear white and women wear black? Is it because?
Yeah, why is that?
Is it because men are better? We're like back then when women, let's say when people used to live in tents, fabric there was no luxury to have fabrics in different colors, so it always came in dark. That's why women wore dark.
Wow.
And because they say like from the sun and the heat and all that, so it helps. You know what I mean?
No, why black in the heat sounds like it would be horrible.
No, so the thing is, I don't know. I've heard one old lady talk about the weather, and that's why it was black. But I don't know the full story. But she said it was related to the heat. But I know for a fact that back then they had no other color but that. The luxury of having different colored fabrics was not there. And I think it used to come out of a certain animal, like I forgot, was it? I don't know. I don't want to say stuff that I'm not sure of, and they couldn't dye it into any other color but that. So that's why it stuck with us, black. You know what I mean? So that's it. And people think that it suppresses us. No, it has nothing to do with suppressing women. It has nothing to do with hiding. It's basically saying not everything should be shown, and we're hiding. You know what? We're hiding it, not us. You know what I mean? Like, that's
because I thought that it was to be worn so that you, especially for beautiful women. Yeah. I mean, this is again my misunderstanding.
That's the burqa.
Okay, that's the burqa.
So the eye thing.
Yes.
That's not religious.
That's not religious.
No,
that's cultural.
No, that's cultural. As well.
Okay.
Because religion says you can show your face. So, and
they don't want to lure men.
No, the thing is, there's two sides of the story.
Okay.
Some men who had beautiful wives made them wear it to hide them because they're so beautiful.
Wow.
And then some women wore it by choice because they were so beautiful and they didn't want to lure them. So there are two sides of the story.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's the eye cover thing. But
wow. See, and again, me not doing my homework, I thought that the women were made to wear that and they were being mistreated.
No. Men get jealous here, like, and if the wife is beautiful, sometimes they just ask her to cover her face and show her eyes. It's emotional more than control and suppress and no.
Okay.
But the media makes it look like this because if you look at a couple walking in the street and she's covered and he's like walking all normal, you go like, oh, he's hiding her. Oh, what's wrong with her? You know what I mean? So the media portrays things in different ways, but it's completely the opposite way. Completely.
Yeah, it's just a culture that we don't understand. So like anything, when you don't understand something, your first tendency is to reject it.
Yes.
When you don't understand something
like,
or make fun of it.
Or, you don't understand.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So lastly, on the last note here, I heard you say you're going to be writing a book in a month. You're already writing the book. You're going to write the book. The book's coming out. Tell me about this.
So
the magnolia tree.
Yeah, the mango tree.
Sorry, mango tree.
But I love magnolia bakery.
I love magnolia too. I'm from the South. I'm from the South. Magnolia. I love magnolia trees. It's my state flower. But anyway.
It is?
Louisiana. I'm from Louisiana, so it's a Louisiana state flower. Yeah. Sorry.
That's amazing.
So that was a slip.
So,
the mango tree.
The mango tree. So I'm dyslexic. Writing and reading is not my thing.
Mine either.
So I have to record it. Because I'm a public speaker. So I actually stood. I traveled because I'm based between here and Los Angeles. So I traveled to LA and I locked myself and I stood in front of the living room and I started giving a speech.
Wow.
And recorded every single chapter of the book like that.
And then someone can transcribe it.
And then someone can transcribe it.
Oh, wow. Now, why can't I make my life easy like that?
Why?
It took me 10 months of pure agony trying to sit down and confront that I hate school so much and I feel like I'm working on a school project and writing and rewriting and going mad, but I delivered a good product in the end. And
your product
the
is
book's
amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And the book's on audio. I recorded the audio too.
Thank
For
God.
people like me,
I to hear it.
I hate to admit it too, but like when people hand me books, I go, ooh, because I don't like to read books. So I always feel bad because I feel like their book is being wasted when they give me a book, and I don't want to do that because I know what it took to write a book.
Gift it to someone that loves a book.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's what I can do.
Re-gift it.
Yeah.
Like,
but not if it's written to you. You can't do that. Tear that page out.
Tear that page out. Share the knowledge. Yeah. No, but
All right.
I think that there are people who love to read because I
Yes,
see people who read
love
everywhere.
it.
They love it. And I go, why can't I do
really,
it?
no kidding. I do the
know.
same thing. I'm like, why? My daughter, she's 9 years old.
Yeah.
She's read the entire
Are you
Harry
serious?
Potter series, the entire Harry Potter series. She's read more books than I have in my life, I guarantee you.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
She's amazing. I'm like, why can't, but I'm so glad she found that love
Yeah.
of reading because she didn't get it from me.
Yeah. But hold on, do you do this sometimes? Sometimes I get inspired to
Yeah.
read and I shop for a lot of books and I sit home and go, like, I can't do
Do
this.
it. I can't do it. I know.
And I start giving them away. That's
But
it.
let me ask you this. When you read a book, do you
Yeah.
go blank when you read the page?
No, what happens is when you have dyslexia and dyscalculia, what happens when you see words and numbers, they fly around like letters, like your brain can't focus and they move and they shake. So I was like, oh, you can't read for more than like 2 minutes.
Oh, wow.
You get a migraine immediately.
Oh, wow.
And you don't memorize, you remember shapes of words.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you don't have to know it. You
Yeah,
don't
so-
actually have to read
So I
it.
remember the shape of the word and that's it. I wouldn't have to, but I can't like spell it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the worst speller
Yeah.
too. Okay, last question. What's your advice to any woman out there that finds themselves either depressed or in a rut, or they're just not where you are right now, which is on the other side of things,
Yeah.
which is what they want to get to so bad? What's the one thing they can do, even if it's small, like a commitment of drink a gallon of water a day? I don't know, I just throw out something small,
Yeah.
anything. What's the one thing for that one girl listening that's like, I just
Yeah.
need something?
So, I mean, to all the women out there, I've had bad businesses, I had bad relationships, I had so many things. I was every woman out there one day. But then I decided to make a difference. And to be honest, you have a limited time on this earth. Don't, while you're sad and living in sorrow, the person who caused that is living their life normal. So next time you want to feel like that, instead of victimizing yourself, say, I'm never going to be a victim anymore. I want to be my hero. Excuse my French. but
Killing me. I have
Yeah.
goosebumps.
Yes. Like we us women, we love being like in that position, you know, where we are like the victims. But no, God damn it, I'm not gonna be a victim. I'm gonna be a hero. And this is what I did to myself, and I decided to be my own hero. But you need to discipline yourself when it comes to pain. It's normal to cry. It's normal to fall back every now and then. I'm not saying become a piece of rock with no emotions, but discipline yourself. So when I go through failure or I'm hurt, I give myself 48 hours sharp to take it out of my system, which means I will go break things in a smash room. I will scream. I will go up on the mountain and like curse as much as I want and beat the rocks, and I will take it out of my system, and then I'll come back clean and start everything all over again. You know what's the problem? Women, instead of taking it out, they keep it in and they start blaming others and start playing games and start victimizing themselves instead of focusing on the real problem. Next time you want to do something, do it for yourself, and seriously, be your own hero.
Wow.
Yeah.
My word. You have blown us away today.
Thank you so much.
You've blown me away.
And you're an amazing role model.
Thank you.
What I'm saying is nothing compared to even what you're doing for women out there.
Thank you.
You're a role model.
Well, we thank you. I
Yeah.
really appreciate that. And so much of what you say is so much of what I believe. And it inspires me so much to hear that. And it encourages me to keep going forward and continue on my mission as well. And I always say, I want to make a difference for the better. Like, what am I doing? I want to make a difference. I always think I'm running out of time. Like, I'm constantly frantic, going in my life from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. And sometimes it's overwhelming. And I'm like, God, when do I ever have a break? And then I think to myself, why do I need a break? I got to keep going. I haven't fulfilled my mission of helping enough people and making a difference. And until I can look at myself in the mirror and say, I have lived at 100%, then I can take my break. And until then, stop whining. Like I tell myself, stop whining, knock it off, go do my Muay Thai or my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class, which is the same as you're smashing stuff up. I love the smash room. I want a smash room. I love the smash room. I'm like, I need a smash room. Where can I get a smash room? This is genius.
We actually have a lot of smash rooms here.
Oh, I love a smash room. We have to go to a smash room. Why didn't we go to a smash room?
Yeah. But no, Elena, I get that vibe from you as well. So to me, success, and I feel like you believe in the same thing. To me, success is what have I done for myself and what have I done for others?
Yeah.
It's not how much I made. It's not what position I reached.
Exactly.
It's how happy you are and how you make people around you happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have this $10 billion target.
Yeah.
But I tell people, it's not, the 10 billion is just a target. It's like if I'm fighting the world champion, that is my belt. It's a gauge to see what I've done. But if I achieve the 10 billion, who did I have to become? How many people did I help? Where did I expand around the globe to make that happen? That's what I'm interested in. But I don't know how to say all of that. All I know how to say is when this happened and this target happened. So it sounds superficial, but it has nothing to do with that. I don't.
You need numbers.
People. I need title belts. I need trophies. I need real material things in the physical universe that say, this is your award. You're now a doctor. That's an achievement. That's a symbol. I need symbols. I need a game. I need targets. I need tangible things that I can say, achieve. Keep going.
Yeah. Exactly.
Keep going. You know.
I completely understand. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I don't think it's shallow to have a number. Because us as human beings, we need, like for example, I want to be a doctor.
Right.
It's the same as saying I want $10 billion. It's the
same
thing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well,
I know you get it.
I get it.
I love it so much. You have just. It's been such a pleasure and such an honor to have you on the show.
Thank you so much.
No, I'm honored.
No,
come on. Ah! Come on, we'll arm wrestle.
Let's do that.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Shoot. Okay, on your marks.
I have a feeling she's so strong.
Get set, go.
Oh my God.
No.
She's not joking when she says she does all these things.
Did she probably let me win?
Oh my
You're so sweet.
You are strong. Your grip. Your speed.
Okay. Awesome.
I need to go to the gym.
Come on. I'll take you.
Please do. Force me.
Okay. I'd love that. Okay.
I'll take you to a smash room.
I am actually speechless. I actually feel like I could cry, no joke. You really touched me. I feel very emotional right now. You touched my heart. I'm so glad I'm meeting the people of the world, the women of the world. I can't believe how moved I am by you right now. You are such a blessing, seriously. Such an honor to meet you. Thank you so much for debunking all the misconceptions that I've had about this part of the world and opening it up to me.
And you have a beautiful, her energy walks into a room before she does. Her aura, her energy is so pure and she's so loving. You can trust her just by looking at her. So thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for what you're doing for women as well.
I appreciate that so much. Well, that's a wrap on Women in Power. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.